Hola, hola. It's your girl, Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, my love. Welcome to the podcast. I am just here. It is 6:15 a.m. I'm wearing the biggest pink cowboy hat in the world, feeling like Texas Hold'em over here. It's freezing, and this is book week. Book week is the last week with my book of editing. I cannot believe we're at the end. I cannot believe it. I'm just like, how the hell did I do this? How is this happening? It has been the biggest year, and I really wanted to talk to you about sacrifice, about discipline, about laser focus. I know so many of you that listen to the podcast have a business or a vision or a mission, or you want to start a business, or you want to build your speaking career, or you want to grow a big brand, right? And I think people watch what I'm doing on the side, and I always talk about this, and they're like, oh my God, you're killing it. But no one really genuinely gets to see what's required. And even the mentors that I have, the programs I've been a part of, the masterminds, I don't get to see what that person's doing. You know, I see what they teach me, I see what they show, but a lot of the times, no one really lets you all the way in. Gary Vaynerchuk, I love him. He does a lot of behind the scenes. But you don't see how he copes with his daughter or his kid, like his wife or his partner or his ex-wife. Like you don't see, there's so much you don't see about Tony Robbins and the way that he runs his business and his children. He just had a baby recently. Like I think that the baby's 2 or 3 years old. Like there's so much you don't get to see. And so this year, when did I do it? July. This year in July, I launched a mastermind coaching program called The Queen's Table. Now I did it kind of on the hush. I just launched it on Instagram. I have plenty of people there that I thought you would be so amazing to sit at the Queen's Table and do work with me. And it's a 6-month program for women who want to blow up their personal brand, basically, who want to do more speaking, who want to write books, who want to get on stages, who want to get celebrity podcast interviews or be on big podcasts themselves, like big ass dream visionary women. Wow. Oh my God, if you're watching this, by the way, the sun is hitting my room because the sun is rising and it looks so beautiful. I'm never here this early in the morning. It's weird. Anyway, side note, sorry. I'm just getting distracted by the beautiful sun. So I launched this program in July. We only took 10 women. We had all these applicants come through and we decided we're going to have 10. They were amazing. I wanted to keep it small. I wanted to keep it intimate. Anytime I do something, just also more behind the scenes, if it's the first time I'm doing it, I want to do it small and I want to do it well. So I was like, I'm going to have 6 women. We're going to do 10 and we're going to do the 6 months. 6 months, 10 women. We're going to see how we go. Anyway, it's been amazing, Queen's Table. And in the program, really what we're focusing on is helping these women to blow up their personal brand. These are all women who want to speak on stage. These are all women who either want to write a book or blow up their podcast, or basically they want to make a massive impact and be the queen bee of their industries. They want to be the go-to. And the first day, we had a 2-day in-person mastermind in Melbourne. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, welcome to the motherfucking Olympics. And they were just like, oh shit. And I was like, yeah. Like, think about the Olympics. For you to make it to the Olympics, for you to get to say that you're an Olympian, for you to even get there, your whole focus has been training. Your whole shit has been in the village. You are not hanging out with your friends at night. You are not watching TV. You are not sleeping in. You're at the village. You are training for the damn Olympics. So you are an Olympian. So you do as an Olympian does. And I said to these women, y'all have massive ass goals. We said we want to be the queen bee of our industry, not the princess, right? We're not the princess, we're the queen bee. How does she act? How does she show up? How does she come to the table? What does she bring? What moves is she making? Because it's all about like the queen and the chess piece. And I just love branding. Oh my God, I went crazy with the branding. Anyway, that's a whole other podcast. But I'm sharing this with you because maybe you didn't get to have a seat at the queen's table, but maybe you're listening to me going, yes, Erica. Yeah, I'm ready to expand. I'm ready to blow up. I'm ready to do my thing. I'm ready to become the go-to in my field. I'm ready to take up space and to achieve these dreams and to impact people. By the way, all of this shit that we want to do is not just because people want to be famous in the group. Nobody's interested in being Instagram famous. That's not even a thing. It's bullshit. Everyone that's in there has a massive impact that has something to do with other people. They're not in there trying to make money. They're not in there because they want a Maserati. They're not in there because they want a Birkin bag or they want to have 5,000 million bazillion followers. Every single one of these women has a massive, like if you talk to them, you'll start crying about the shit that they want to do. That's what happens to me. I'm like, if I start crying when we talk or if I feel emotional, you're it. I want to get behind it. I want to be across it. I want to support you to blow that shit up and reach more people. And so I'm sharing this with you because it's fucking 6 a.m. and here I am. I crawled out of bed, like snuck out of my house so my kids didn't wake up. And I'm in the middle of book week. I have canceled everything in my calendar. Funny how when you gotta do shit, you can cancel your calendar. My husband looked at me like, oh, that was very easy for you. And I was like, okay, what is all this other bullshit? It's always in my calendar. Because he's always like, do less. I'm like, I hear you. I understand. I do a lot of things, but I understand it's not good to do all the things. So I canceled everything in my calendar. We're not doing anything. I'm writing. I am finishing this book this week. Like on Monday, this book will be done. Like there's little copy edits, but technically the main like meat and potatoes of this shit will be done. My second book. What a mission on a year where every part of my business challenged me and exploded in a positive way. When I tell you challenged me because of the shit going on with my mom, because of the amount of time that we have, and I utilize my time, I squeeze the juice out of my time, which is one of the things when you're trying to be the queen bee of your industry, you know how to do. You make sacrifices. But this year's been a mission. And I wanted to talk about this because if you genuinely for real, baby, like look at me for real, listen to me, you got big dreams, you want to do some big shit for real, what is going to be required of you is massive. You can't be catching up on Housewives, Love Island, fucking whatever show. I don't even know what people be watching now. You can't be like caught up on the seasons. You can't be like the organizer in your friend group doing all the things. You can't be going away all the time. I need a break from my life. Like, do what you want to do, but don't lie to yourself and tell yourself that this thing is the biggest thing and it's the most important. Because I will tell you what Tony Robbins says, and it is so true. He says, most people won't have the money they want. Most people won't have the health that they desire. Most people won't have the love and the relationships that they really want and need. Most people won't have the money or the career or purpose that lights them up. Most people will walk around life without any of that. And they'll say it's important, but they will live their life and none of that is sorted. They don't have what they want in regards to money, love, relationship, career, purpose. They will hate their job. They'll be in a marriage they're not happy with. They won't have enough money. They don't feel like their health and their wellness is a priority. They're sick, right? They're numbing out with alcohol, watching TV. This makes me so angry that this is the reality for most people. What? So we have to, as a society, like collectively be careful when we say that we want big shit. Because it's not about what we say. It's about who we're being and what we're doing with our time, how we're showing up. I don't need to tell my kids that my impact and my drive is important. They see it. I also don't need to tell them that they're important to me because they see it. For the last 2 years, what I've tried to get down pat was getting my business shit sorted. And then when I'm home, I'm home. Not like phones and laptops. Like my kids know right now I'm writing. So they're like, are you writing your book, mommy? I'm like, yeah. They're like, almost done. Like, they've been so cute this whole time. But I've just said, like, there's going to be a laptop on the kitchen table, not at dinner, but, during the day, there's going to be a laptop there. And we communicate and we talk. So I guess for me, I used to think I have to sacrifice everything. I can't be present with my kids. I'm not going to have a beautiful, intimate relationship with my husband. I'm not going to be able to go to the gym. No. I'm not going to be able to stop and slow down. No. Actually, if you want to kill it, you have to have time. If you want to take over and do amazing shit and be the go-to and be the number one in your industry or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to have periods of quiet. Well, how are you going to think about new shit to do? How are you going to think about better ways to do it if you are so jam-packed in your mind and you don't have any space? We get guilty for slowing down. We feel bad for stopping. Every time I stop, whether it's a full day, like this week, I'm just doing the book. That's it. I know ideas are coming. They're flowing and I'm just writing them down. I'll come back to you later, idea. Thank you so much, shower wisdom. Thank you so much. Not right now. But the more space you make in your mind and the more space you make in your life, the deeper you can go, the more amazing ideas come. So what I'm saying is what's required for you to be this person is you have no fucking social life. Now, I see my girlfriends every quarter, literally, it's lined up. That's my heartfelt woman circle of womanness. And it's beautiful sisterhood. Oh, I cry and I feel all the feels and it's amazing and I need it. It's like a warm hug. I need it so bad. But I'm not hanging out every second day. I'm not going to dinners every night. I make a lot of phone calls and a lot of voicemails. I'll be sending them voice notes and we'll be going back and forth and jumping on the phone whenever I'm driving, which isn't a lot, right? My commute's not crazy anymore. But there's a certain amount of discipline, of sacrifice, of structure, of obsession, of delusionalness. That's a word, right? Like there's a certain amount of that we need to have if we're really serious about getting what we want. And I want to say sacrifice. And whenever I say this as a woman. I say this as a woman who does operate in her masculine. And I'm proud of it. I say this as a woman who obviously also has feminine and nurture. I'm not as nurture and slow down as my husband. My husband probably has way more feminine energy, like that slower, chill, nature, relaxed energy. And I'm much more, let's go, let's do, let's make it happen. And that's okay. I get my slow when I need it. And I'm fast most of the time. But I'm also on a big mission. I'm not telling myself that I'd like to do something, impossible and giving it 2 hours a week. No, like I'm dedicated. I am dedicated. I'm devoted. I'm disciplined. I am determined. I've got the drive, like all the D's. I've got the drive, like no one's stopping me. And I'm over the fact that I have to like plow my way through no matter what. Like that's how I started. And I did a podcast about this when Hamish, my husband, wasn't on my side and I had to do this all myself, kind of like believe myself. And he wasn't backing me. I like left my job, just real quick. I left my job. I was getting paid $80K in this contract before tax, so it wasn't that much money. And I left my job and I was like, I'm going to start my business. And he's like, okay, you sure? Like this doesn't feel like it's a smart idea. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start on Instagram and I'm going to do a podcast in my car. And he was just looking at me like, oh my God, is this bitch crazy? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's a bad idea, right? Like, start my podcast in my car and do Instagram. That's how we're going to blow up this business. But that's exactly how I did it. To anyone else, that sounds like a pipe dream. That sounds like ridiculous. That sounds stupid. That sounds like a bad idea. But if you're the right person, if you do the right thing at the right time, if you're willing to show up and work when others aren't, if you're willing to have that drive and you're willing to constantly drive for that shit that you want, that's completely sounds like a great plan. I'm going to start a TikTok and a podcast and an online coaching program. That could be a multi-million-dollar business right there if you're the right person. Or that could be some bullshit-ass hobby where you do dancing TikToks and that's it. And you waste your damn time. So it's not about the outlet or the thing that you use. It's about your drive and your determination and your dream inside of you. And I'm going to tell you now, I did not want to get up this morning at 5:45, roll my ass out of bed, put on a cowboy hat, and be here. I mean, I do. I love you. But I could have just slept in. I went and did legs yesterday, and my ass is like, my glutes are ruined. So even to stand this morning, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sore. I just want to like sleep, and it's winter and it's cold. It just became spring, but it's still cold in Melbourne. All the reasons of why I can't come today. No, I'm going to get this shit done, and then I'm going to go home and be in my pajamas all day, and I'm going to write. And here's the thing, this book will get done, and it's going to be fire. Someone's going to go, how the fuck did you do all that? And I'm going to go, I sacrificed a lot. There was so much I didn't get to do, but I don't have FOMO. I don't have any FOMO of the shit I don't get to do. I said to my son yesterday when we were chatting, and he said to me, like, why do I have to go to school? Why do we need to learn things? Why do I have to go to high school? And he's just stressing about all the, responsibilities. And my husband and I told him, we're like, listen, you suffer now. You do the hard shit now. In the future, you get to chill. And I told him about how me and Daddy started this business, and our friends that work a 9 to 5 got to go on vacation. Our friends were in Europe, and we were like busting our ass with 2 kids. I was like swollen. You can watch it all on YouTube. I was swollen. I was trying to start my business. Hamish had his gym. I had a toddler, and then I had a newborn baby. It was a hot mess. And it felt so much like, it makes me like emotional thinking about it. It was such a hard time. And it would have been so easy to just go back to my job and go, hi guys, just give me the contract again. I can't do this shit. 80K, 90K, whatever. Go on my holidays, do my thing, go to Europe, blah, blah, blah. Hamish and I never went on holidays. We went on holidays only like maybe, I don't know, halfway, like the kids were 2 and 4. Like recently, our first holiday was in Bangkok, like Thailand. Our first family holiday. The one in America we just went to, that was our first real overseas massive trip. First time I've ever done that. My kids are like 9 and 6. We've been together, me and Hamish, for 14, 15 years. That's wild. Oh my God, you're sacrificing so much. Or I'm on a massive ass mission and I've got the blinkers on and I'm laser focused and I'm not playing because I'm happy to suffer now and then later take all the benefits and reap all the rewards. I don't need to have that shit right now. I know what I'm here to do. And when you have this level of focus, you are willing to do what is needed to be done right now, sacrifice what you need to sacrifice right now. And also, I'm not willing to sacrifice time with my kids. That's not what I'm saying, mothers. Okay, don't be doing that. I'm not saying like neglect your children and be on your fucking phone all day. Instagram is not a fucking strategy, by the way. Like Instagram, I'm just on Instagram all the time. That's not it. Like, don't even get me started on that. Like, I used to think Instagram was it. That is a piece of marketing. There are so many other things. So focused, doing this so that later down the track, like, I don't even know how we did what we did this year. When people ask me about that, I don't even know. But I know because we do it. You just do it. You don't think about how you got to do it. You don't question. You don't go, fuck, I got to do this. I never do that. Even in motherhood, when my kid was a baby, I knew that motherfucker would wake me up at 4 a.m. I knew it. Wake me up at 4 a.m. But I wasn't like, oh my God, tomorrow he's going to wake me up at 4 a.m. and then I'm going to have to put him to bed again. I'm going to have to breastfeed him 17 times. I'm like, how am I going to do that? No. Hi, good morning. Woken up at 4 a.m. Deal with that now. Okay, you want to breastfeed? Deal with that now. Oh, the little one is sick? Okay, deal with that now. It's like I deal with it in the moment. And Hamish, I watch him. He does the same thing. We just deal with what comes. We don't think about thinking about it. We don't think into the future of what if this, that shit will stress you out even more. So we have a big vision. Your big vision zoomed out, 50,000 feet. Where are we going? All right, done. What do we got to do to get there? Let's reevaluate. Let's meet again in 6 months or whatever. And that's how we do it day by day. I don't know if I do 75 things in a day. And this is not like a badge of honor. I'm not happy that I have to do 75 things a day, but I'm the one with the big fucking mission. I'm the one with the big vision and the big goals. I would be delusional to think that I don't have to do the things to reach those goals. Nobody's going to come into my body, my skin bag, and be like, let me take over and do it for you. It's me. If I didn't have that big vision and dream planted in my head, then fine, don't take the action. But if you have a big vision and you can see yourself impacting the world, making this world a better place, innovating technology, doing some big shit, changing the game for people, that lights me up. I know the impact I want to have on audiences and on women and on people and in the future with kids. Like, I know, I can see it. So the dream is in my mind and it's alive and it wakes me up. It's like a shot of coffee to my veins when I wake up in the morning. So I have all this energy and I'm excited about what I get to do, and it makes me emotional. Like, it makes me emotional that I get to do this work. And I'm super clear on what I'm supposed to do. And if you're listening and you're like, fuck, Erica, how the hell do you have that vision? And in 10 years where you're going to be, and in 5 years, I don't have that vision. Baby, then stop. Stop and check the map. Stop and evaluate where you're going. Is where you're wanting to go where you're wanting to go? Where are you going? What's the goal? What's the end? Go to the future. I have it right in front of me, next to me. Me and Hamish just redid a 10-year plan. We just redid it. Hold on, do we still want to do that? Do we still want to do this? Some of the shit on the 10-year plan is already done. And it's been 2 or 3 years. And we just did it again. We only got to 5 years because we get excited. Like, literally, like, I'm telling you now that everything on my plan for 2024, 2025 is happening. Like, it's done. I already know. I'm looking at it and I'm like, yep, it's going to happen. How do you know? Because I check in with my vision, because I do what I have to do, because I give a fuck about it. Maybe you don't have the passion and the fire because you don't care about what you're trying to do. Maybe you got to find something that drives you. It needs to drive you, not you drive it. Does that make sense? And if it's just about you making money, and if it's just about you having status, that doesn't drive you. It's going to get whack. It's going to get old. It's going to get like dusty, and you're going to be like, I don't care about that anymore. Find the thing. This is not the podcast for that. I'm talking to you if you already have the thing. If you don't have the thing, I've done so many podcasts on finding your purpose. But I'm telling you now that the amount of blinkers, horse blinkers, laser focus, the drive, the determination required, the obsession required, the discipline required. I'm sorry, if you got a big vision, you don't get to go, oh, I'm tired, I'm not doing this right now. I could say that, and then everything falls apart. Every little thing that I do allows me to do all the things that I'm doing. And I said to my husband this year, I was like, you know how they say, like, you bite off more than you can chew? Like, it's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing. So when I bite, I chew. So I don't think I've bitten off more than I can chew because I chew it. It's done. It gets done. Fuck. It's a lot of chewing. You know what I mean? Like this year, I said to him, did I bite off more than I could chew? I feel like I bit off more than I could chew this year. I feel like I'm choking on my bite. But I know myself. It's going to get chewed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, did I bite off more? Or am I like, yes, but also like everything I want is happening at once. Oh, poor me. How amazing. How amazing. And also, what do you need to do in order to thrive? I have to get myotherapy like every 2 weeks. I have to get acupuncture. I have to take all of my naturopath remedies or else my nervous system goes to shit. I have to have sex with my husband. I have to have date night and have a good relationship with my husband. I have to be present with my kids, and I don't have to be. Like, I make that a priority to do that. I go to the things at school. We just had a STEAM festival. I was there. I got to be there for an hour. I didn't have to rush off. I could be there as long as I wanted. My kid was so happy that I was there. Like, oh, mommy, you're still here. That's so cool. I'm like, yeah, because I can. I can cancel my week and focus on my book because I busted my ass back then to not need to work a job in order to live because I focused solely on this. Like, I'm telling you, the level of focus required is next level. It's next level. So whatever you're doing, turn it up. Don't tell yourself you can't achieve the shit you want. Don't tell yourself it's not for you. Don't tell yourself it's for other people. Yeah, other people, easy for them. It's not easy. If you only knew, I literally wish I had a fucking GoPro or some shit at my house so I could share the fucking shit we do. It's hard. It's hard, but it's getting us to where we want to be. It's getting the impact that we want to have. And it's fucking worth every hard second of it. Every hard second. Lastly, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go because I got to go take my kids to school. Lunch is already done, by the way. High five. Did it last night. Very good idea. Let me tell you, last thing. The friends of yours that are not obsessed won't understand. Your family members who don't have a drive and a vision like you do will not understand. Your neighbors won't get you. The mothers at school drop off won't get you. They're not going to get you. Understand? They're going to think you're crazy. They're going to criticize you. They're going to ask you, what the hell are you doing? Why are you trying to suffer? Why are you doing this? What, it doesn't make sense. Let them. You don't need to convince anyone. As long as you know what you're doing, if you have a partner and they're on par with you, as long as you know what you're doing and your family is good, your family, your kids, that's all that needs to happen. Don't take advice from people that don't have your vision. Don't take advice from people who aren't doing what you're doing. I don't ever take advice from entrepreneurial business influencers on Instagram who don't have kids. Like, please, shut up. What do you know? All day you journal. That's what you get to do all day. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do. You have are you kidding me? Some of these people, not all of them, but some of them, I'm just like, no. But I know my discernment knows not to listen to them. So just know who you are listening to, who you are going to for advice, who you are going to for counsel. What table are you sitting at? Who are you making moves with? This is why having a community that women that want to do what you're doing, supporting each other is next level. It's next level because you don't feel like you're the only crazy one doing this. You also don't feel like it's impossible because let me tell you, it's not. What I've known about 2024 is that I can do the biggest, most craziest things all at once. Like literally, I can't even believe August was 1 month. Like we were in America in August and I did 3 speaking engagements around Australia in August. And my TEDx came out in August and 17 other things happened in August. And I'm like, this is the same month we're in America? My husband's like, yeah. I'm like, wow. Like, wow. August to me was like biggest month we've ever had in our lives. And I'm happy it's over because I need a break. But now we're here finishing the book. And then we'll be on a book tour. And then we'll be like, it's hectic. By the way, possibly October, the book pre-orders will be happening. And if you pre-order, I've got some good shit for you. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, I love you. I love you so much. Keep going. Be obsessed. Be delusional. Be discerning on who you listen to and who you hang out with, and be discerning with your time and what you focus on. Take care of yourself. Have the big vision, but take care of you. Take care of your babies because that shit is important. You can't go anywhere if you're fried, if you're burnt out, if your nervous system is shot. Trust you me, if I didn't have Dr. Kirsty and if I didn't have all my naturopathic shit and I didn't do my myotherapy and if I didn't deadlift heavy ass weights, I'll be fucked up. I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, so I love you. Auntie Erica loves you. Have the best week ever. Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you can listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.